Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Boys Play D&D as they descend into Avernus. Uh, in fact, they're already there. The session before, they managed to land on the ground and uh, in one piece and make the long trek on foot the rest of the way towards Fort Knucklebone. Um, they trekked off across the endless plains of Avernus. The only things breaking up the scenery were hunks of uh, rusted iron and cracks and bony shrubs in the ground. But eventually, they made their way to a black, viscous lake that was um, narrow but long and happened to be right in the middle of their path. They collected a sample of the strange liquid and decided that they were going to make their way around instead of try to cross it. Um, as they uh, did so, they started once again approaching Fort Knucklebone and seeing it on the horizon. And as they got closer to the fort, they noticed some uh, dust and debris being kicked up by some kind of machine that was barreling towards them very quickly. Uh, they decided that the best course of action would be to race for the fort, which they did so, um, and simultaneously got to the fort as this machine did, which just casually drove right by them and into the fort, the driver waving as it went by. Um, they're a bit confused by this, and were now at their goal. They just needed to get into the gate, which was being manned by some very crazy fey creatures known as red caps. The red caps had them do a variety of different stupid stuff to get in, all the while laughing at the shenanigans the group got up to at their behest. Then they finally let them in, upon which they met Mad Maggie, the hag who runs Fort Knucklebone here, which is seems to be a salvage operation for infernal war machines. They met Chukka and Klonk, the two Kenku that Lulu remembered, and they recounted the tale of how they found her wandering the plains of Avernus with no memory and brought her to the Wandering Emporium. Um, and after that, they hadn't seen her since. Uh, Maggie seemed to be very interested in everything Lulu had to say and said that she would be able to help unlock Lulu's memories with a dream quest, but she needed time to prepare. That gave the group time to venture around Fort Knucklebone and get into all kinds of shenanigans, helping out the various colorful characters around the fort and maybe pissing off a few red caps along the way. Um, so you guys had just helped Barnabas recover his tooth and had a run in with a red cap that claimed that you stole something that he had just given you, and that is where we left off. So you guys have just kind of left him behind, laughing at his own joke, and are on your way to possibly help the uh, imp twins known as Pins and Needles.
Oh my god. We didn't find them yet, did we?
You have not. So you just left Barnabas's, ran into this guy, pulled this prank on you, and you're kind of on your way over to find them at the moment.
Alright. Guess we head back to Maggie's little garbage house.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head back into the main courtyard. As you do pass by one of the stone outcroppings, you notice that this one, instead of being uh, full of different junk hovels like the other fingers that you've traveled in between, This one seems to be a parking garage for um, some of Maggie's infernal vehicles. You notice, uh, what do you notice?
A pile
Uh,
of soul coin.
yeah,
Nothing.
you notice a couple two-wheeled vehicles, three um, vehicles that have four wheels but seem to be smaller than the one that Chukka and Clonk had you repair. You now see that they have parked the one that you helped repair, and there is the one that Maggie was driving into the fort. This one has a grappling hook like device on the back where the um, other vehicle that Chukka and Clonk um, repaired had a wrecking ball on the back.
Hmm.
So quite a collection here. And in addition to these intact vehicles, as you guys have journeyed around Fort Knucklebone, you've seen various like scraps of vehicles in different states of cannibalization. It seems that as stuff breaks down, they'll just like scrap it for parts to keep these vehicles going in a ship of Theseus like manner. Um, Eventually, the vehicle is just made up entirely of different parts from other vehicles.
Hmm.
Is it still the same vehicle?
We'll never know.
Okay.
There's no one around the parking garage.
There's some like red caps that go about like uh greasing axles and stuff like that and doing some itty bitty maintenance on these, but not like the repairs that Chuck and Clonk would do.
They're the pit crew.
Yeah.
Are there any red caps near us?
Not immediately near you, no.
How big are the two-wheeled vehicles?
Um, it looks like they would fit one person.
Like a motorbike kind of thing?
That's exactly what they are, but you
Okay.
don't know what a motorbike is.
Yeah, Karush doesn't know. Brett does. I'm gonna actually go up to one of those guys. Oh, hey there. Slick Riddle, my dude, right? That is. I see these machines look to be a little smaller than most of the other ones that we've seen. I was just kind of curious, how much would one of these things go for?
Uh, well, I don't really deal with the sales side of things, but I'm gonna say a few arms and half a dozen legs at least.
Literally.
Literal body parts.
What if we just
No,
give you
not
that guy?
literally.
Well, my question for that is, do you do the arms and legs and payments? Like, if I give you 2 arms now, and then like a leg, would we be able to stretch this out over the next couple of months?
He just kind of like scratches his scraggly
Asking if he has
chin
installment
hairs,
plan.
and he's like, "You're gonna have to talk to the boss about that one."
Okay. I'd rather pay for arms and legs and those soul coins, to be honest with you.
True. I'm gonna before I walk away from the red cap, I'm gonna tell him he spilled a bunch of oil on his shirt.
Oh, he looks down and he's like,
And I
"Oh,
pop him in the nose when he looks down.
ah, what was that for?"
Oh.
Fall for the oldest trick in the book, you nerd.
I'm just joking,
Huh? That's a mighty fine joke there. Never seen that before.
Yeah, try it on your friends, they'll love it.
Hey, Wuzik, you got something on your shirt. And he looks down, but he's like across the garage. And then he's just like, oh shit, I didn't do that right, did I?
Yeah, take some practice. It's all right.
You'll get him next time.
All right. And he like kind of like stomps away with his metal boots, like smiling, like he's gonna try this on everybody in the garage.
My work here is done.
What monstrosity have you released, Jail?
It's better
Jill
than
was the
the
big
man that I was
baddie guy the whole time.
It's gonna be the big bad at the end, just making us deceiving us the entire game.
Yep.
Jarlaxle.
Oh,
So we're sorry, are we going to see Mad Maggie or we're looking for some imps?
We're looking for her imps.
Oh right, yes. And they're usually crows, right?
I think that's how we saw them.
Does anybody have any birdseed?
I don't think the actual crows. I think it's like a. They can maybe change the form.
I mean, you don't have to be birds to like birdseed.
No, that's a fair point.
Fresh
Uh,
out of bird seed.
I could try to create some bird seed.
We could probably just go to Maggie's tent and they're probably there.
Yeah, that's probably the better idea.
All right, so you
Onwards.
guys head out from the spur of rock here, further into the courtyard towards the largest of the trash hovels, and you do see as you approach the pair of them are actually perched above the doorway. The two ravens there.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense to make sure we don't just start talking to birds.
Fair point.
Yeah, these two are fiends.
Yep, that's them all right. Go get them, Krush.
I may have Brett might have zoned out a little bit and forgot what we're looking for these imps for. I know that it was in the pre-show. I was looking at my character sheet.
You guys asked Barnabas if there's anything else that you guys could do around here to potentially like waste time or earn money, and he said
Okay.
that these two were looking for help because they had pissed off one of the madcaps, and now they're kind of scared to
Right.
leave
Sorry.
Meg aside.
Okay. Oh, hi there, Mr. Pin and Senior Needle. We are just looking to look around here. We heard that you guys might need a hand with something that we could maybe help you out with.
So as you address the ravens, they kind of just like poof in a cloud of black smoke, and as it fades, instead of the ravens being there, there's a couple of imps sitting where they were. Um, they kind of like chuckle at you and no need to address us so formally.
I just thought it'd be polite.
You're in hell.
It doesn't mean that you have to get rid of manners.
Sure. Yeah, we
And
could use some help. Wazik, he's trying to kill us. We need you to take him out for us.
Wait, is that the one in the garage?
No, that was Wazik.
Oh,
Oh no.
can I insight check the imp?
Sure.
Not bad, not bad.
Give me a moment here. Not that he's trying to deceive you.
Of course, of course.
Um, seems like he's telling you the truth of his motivations.
All right.
What prank did you pull?
We stole his sickle and hid it on him.
Can we just give the sickle back?
You could, but then he'd have an easier time killing us.
He'd still want to kill you if you gave it back.
What if
You don't know
he-
much about madcaps, do you?
No.
Clearly, we don't. If you would,
Yeah,
enlighten
he'd
us a
still
little.
want to kill us.
As far as I could tell, none of them really seemed to be that much of the, stabbing, murdery type. They just seemed to be like, just kind of mean and pranky and kind of jerks.
Well, you're probably talking about the red caps.
Oh, right, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, the madcaps seem a bit more babbly than the others. What if we didn't give it back to him, but he found it somewhere, and we led him to believe that it had just been misplaced?
That could work.
Also, why, if you guys are like the left and right hands of Maggie, why don't you just like let Maggie know, hey, this guy wants me dead, and then you'll just, it's like, all right, you guys go wander off in the hell desert or something like that. She just,
Well, you see, Maggie specifically told us not to play any pranks on any of the madcaps.
Oh, breaking all the rules. Classic imps.
I guess you guys should have wrote that rule down. Would have remembered.
Maybe you should show them your book, Gabek. Yeah, that was a weird pronunciation.
yeah, back.
Gabek.
Gabek from the outback.
And where would we find this madcap?
Well, the madcaps don't really live anywhere. They're just kind of insanely wandering about the place.
That's rather inconvenient.
Yeah, that's why we can't go anywhere, or we might run into them.
But if he could shapeshift, how would he be able to tell who you are anyways?
Well, you see, we can only take so many forms. We can't change our size.
Why you guys
Yeah,
just...
he's been going around stabbing rats for the last week.
Interesting. We could potentially use that to identify him.
So when you say, I'm gonna make an assumption here. When you say get rid of him, do you mean like, pew, just murder it, or is this hell? I'm assuming that's pretty much a standard thing to do.
You're probably not wrong.
I mean, I'll leave that up to you, but that would definitely be the most expedient option. Just try to make it quiet.
People don't like it when you kill the madcaps.
Well, other madcaps won't. Redcaps may or may not. Everybody else doesn't give a shit.
Also, I got another question. Why do you guys keep the madcaps around? Like, if they're not doing anything, what's the point of having them here?
They're useful in a fight.
I
Makes
guess that
sense.
makes sense.
Hmm.
Well,
Does he yeet this madcap over the wall?
he'll probably wander back in.
Likely?
Well, we could go try to find him anyway.
Yeah, and where was this sickle so we can maybe try to convince him that he just lost it?
They explain to you where they buried it in the ground here. Um, they give you like so many paces straight east of this the edge of this one finger, and then from there a few paces south. And note that these are imp paces.
So Gerbeck can walk it.
Yeah, Gerbeck notes all this exact paces down.
They're gonna lead us to a landmine.
I wouldn't be
Good luck,
surprised,
Gerbeck.
honestly.
No, they're telling us the truth.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
I checked.
The
All right.
innocent Mad Maggie, completely honest.
Now, if you do take care of this, we'll definitely put in a good word with Maggie. She can be pretty generous if she likes you.
Good to know. All right. Should we recover the sickle and then try and find the madcap stabbing rats?
I guess so.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Onwards once again.
All right. So you guys start off towards the indicated rock spur, and Gerbeck paces it out. How are you guys digging into the ground once you've come to the spot the imps have indicated?
I'll use Mage Hand to start moving some of the dirt.
All right. The spectral hand starts like clawing at the earth and moving handfuls of dirt at a time. And it's kind of slow going in this hard packed rocky terrain. But after about 5 minutes of this, it hits solid metal. You guys quickly bring it up, brush it off, and you see a sickle in the ground.
Right on. Is it still in good condition?
Yeah, it's all right. Maybe a bit duller for having sat here, but overall looks all right.
All right. I
Is
asked
it-
Sarah
does
to
it-
clean it off.
Sorry,
Yeah,
does it
clean
look
it
a
up.
little small for Surzek, I assume?
Yeah, I mean this is a sickle, not
Yeah.
a scythe. So
Oh, sorry, I got my curved blades messed up. My bad. Used for reaping wheat.
yeah, so this would be like a one-handed weapon. That would be similar to maybe like a scimitar in damage.
Gotcha.
All
Well,
right.
that was pretty easy. But so then how do we be like, all right, hey, look, we found this line over by the, I don't know, the bar or what?
I don't know.
Do madcaps hang out with the other redcaps? I thought they just walked around.
Yeah, the madcaps just kind of wander insanely. They don't really have much long-term goals.
Okay, well, I'm gonna bust out my spyglass and start looking around for a madcap without a sickle walk. fucking around.
And I put the sickle into the bag of holding.
Okay. So Jail, you can roll a perception check. So you look around the fort. So you take about 5 minutes as you slowly scan all around you, and eventually on the far side of the fort, you see a madcap. Appears not to have a sickle, and he is currently like using his big iron boots to stomp something.
I found him over yonder.
Now, how do we get the sickle back in his hand without him noticing?
Well,
Does anyone have sleep?
who is good at performing?
I do. I have sleep.
That would work. We could
We could try to put him to sleep and then like tuck it in the back of his belt or something.
I would suggest we just walk near him and then somebody trips in the sand on the sickle that they placed there while they're tripping.
Well,
Hmm.
do you guys remember like 5 minutes ago when we were walking down the street and then somebody gave you a what was it? He gave you a tooth,
A finger.
a finger, right? And then he went and yelled, "Hey, they stole my finger." What if we take the sickle and give it to a different madcap and like, here you go, now you got an extra sickle, and then say to the one that we want to talk to is like, hey, look, he's got your sickle. It wasn't the imps, it was him.
But if we're trying to avoid killing a madcap, making that mad
Oh,
the
yeah.
other one.
So it would be like killing the madcap by proxy, I guess.
What if I just flew over top of him and like dropped it on his head?
Yeah, that would work.
Anyone know if madcaps can look up?
I mean, I would fly away afterwards.
Yeah, well, Jail thinks that madcaps can't look up.
I don't know. Their hats might fall off.
Dogs can't look up.
Either way, let's go a bit closer to him. He's on the far side.
All right.
Okay, so you guys journey across the fort here as you approach. How close do you want to get to this guy?
Behind the closest pile of garbage so he can't see us.
I'd like to see
Alright.
what he's stomping on before I move any closer.
All right, so you guys get up around a trash heap about 60 feet away from this guy as you kind of peek around the trash heap using it for cover. You see this guy is currently stomping on a very, very flat already dead rat. Just
I
keeps
knew
like
it.
stepping on it, and you see that this thing is long dead, and like everything that used to be inside it is outside of it and also flattened. And just like every few like seconds, he just like lifts his boot ponderously and then just stepping in the same spot that's like a little bit indented with the shape of his iron boot.
I hand out the sickle to Sereth and say, all right, good luck.
No, I just want to point out here, guys.
I might be able to lure him over here. I might be able to find another rat in the area or
I
something.
think if he's not a moving target, I think I could drop it on his head a bit easier.
Okay.
But if
Alright.
the madcap knows who took his sickle, right?
They're gonna think the crows dropped it on his head to be Diggs even more.
I mean, if he, I'm banking on the fact that he's mad as a hatter and
That's
just
what
like
I-
wouldn't realize what's going on.
That's what I'm wondering too, because seeing this, I feel like there's nothing we could do that could reason with this guy.
We haven't tried to talk to one yet.
I do like the idea of just someone dropping in, pretending to trip over it at the same time while we randomly walk by, and then just be like, "Oh, why was this sickle here?" And then like angrily throw it in his direction and keep walking.
Or somebody walks past, drops it behind them, be like, "Hey man, you dropped something."
Yeah, that would work too.
And this way you don't
Yeah.
have to fall on a fucking sickle.
I mean, he's still gonna remember who took it in the first place, right?
Well, if he finds it right behind him, though, he might just be convinced he had it the whole time.
What if someone sneaks up on him and puts it in his back pocket without him noticing?
That's why I said we should try to put him to sleep.
Yeah, we're all very, very well known for being really sneaky.
That's a fair point.
I could cast invisibility, but I don't know if
Yeah,
that.
you're sneaky.
All right,
Not a bad idea.
we could try that if you guys want.
Right. I'll hand the sickle to Kilvius.
Are we still putting him to sleep, though? And just covering all our bases? Or are we just having an invisible guy walk up and put a sickle in his pocket?
How many? Is there anything else in the area, or is it just him?
You could roll a perception check.
What's perception? There it is.
Nice.
So there are a couple other madcaps in the area, and a few red caps as well, kind of going about business, carrying like different pieces of scrap to and fro.
Here's an idea. We put him to sleep. We put the sickle on him. We grab another rat. And we put it near him. And then we freak out, wake him up, be like, "Oh, if only somebody nearby had a sickle for this rat." And then if he comments he doesn't have a sickle, we point to it on his belt. And he will kill the next rat.
I'm a little worried about the other ones in the area noticing their spells being active.
Fucking lunatics.
What if we capture 2 rats, let them go near him, and then chase after them yelling that Pins and Needles stole some of our shit, and then we kill the rats, give him his sickle back.
The
But
other
then if
thing,
he sees pins and needles around again, then he'll maybe wonder why they're still here.
too is you could, you make him think that the Pins and Needles imps are dead, and then convince everybody that these is Pins 2 and Needles 2, and they're just brand new imps that were hired on by Maggie. Completely different guys, basically like witness protection, but in the exact same place. No one would ever expect it.
That's pretty good too.
I'm
I mean,
still
if we
in-
just give him his sickle back somehow, it doesn't actually solve the problem.
I think it solves more problems than it creates, though.
Yeah, I have no idea what the long-term memory is like with these crazy things.
I have never talked to a madcap.
Well, I could just go invisible and try and slip it in his back belt, and then we see what happens from there. We could go talk to him after that and see how pissed off he is. See if he still plans on going and killing them.
I think that plan has merit.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I almost think we should just walk up with it and tell him we found it and see what his mental state's actually like. It's clearly not great.
I mean, you could
But-
do that just by going up and talking to him. You don't even have to tell him about the. If you want to go do that, go ahead. Just go say like, "Hey, my name's Octavius, and I am new here."
If you want to go talk to the madcap, you're more than welcome.
I don't know what it'll accomplish though if we're not doing anything with the sickle.
Well, I think we just wait till after and see how happy he is that he has the sickle. Maybe he'll just be happy he has it back.
Probably go running straight at them.
Well, I
Or
go
if he goes running
invisible and go
straight
up
at
there.
them, then at least we know that he'd still be angry about it. We could maybe put him to sleep at that point and just like take the sickle back. If you want to walk up and get a read on his mental state by talking to him, go for it.
That sounds like a plan. Because we don't even know if they can understand people.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Oh, Octavius,
Fuck.
this is a job for you.
Oh, at the very least, I guess I could hold him in place for you to drop the sickle on his head. Alright, I'll go talk to the madcap.
All right, so you head out from your trash heap spot and walk up to the madcap. And as you approach, you hear that he is muttering something in between stomps. You get closer, and you hear, "Wazik, kill pins, stomp, kill needles, stomp." Just on repeat.
What are you stomping on over here, buddy?
So he just like turns to you and his like big bulbous eyes on the side of his cap just focus on you kind of at two different times and kind of rolling around in his skull. Killing pins. And he blinks at two different times. Killing needles.
Okay, how come?
They steal from Wazik.
What'd they steal from Wazik?
The precious.
If Precious was returned, would you still want to kill pins and needles?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Hmm. Is there any way to get you not to want to kill them?
He looks like you just grew a second head. He's so confused. Not kill?
Oh no, you're right. Alright. Well, I have at her. Keep doing the rat attack.
Okay.
Fuck it
Kill
off on him.
pins. Kill needles.
Alright, I come back to the group. He is clearly fucked. He is all the way Mad Hatter mad. Yeah. Give him the sickle back. He's going straight for them. He's gonna want to kill them. That's all he's living for right now.
Oh, well, that's concerning.
So we then have to trick him or kill him.
Basically.
I mean, his mind's already dead. Might as well just put him out of his misery.
I could suggest something to him, but I don't know if the effects would. If you go back to wanting to kill him afterwards, because I don't know how his mental state would last that long.
You also could maybe just suggest that, like, he leaves the maybe if we just get rid of him from in here. If he leaves the camp, you tell him. I suggest that you leave the camp with your eyes closed and just start walking. and then
Why don't you take some mercy on him, man, Crush? Why don't we just kill him quickly? Let's just let him go wander the desert in hell.
If we
Man,
attack him,
you've
though,
got a
Cap or
point.
red cap,
I'm trying to find a way that maybe we're just trying to find a way to maybe not have anyone get killed. But you've got a point. That would probably not be a great, nice thing to do.
if we attack him, though, all the nearby ones might also help, and it might be a bigger fight than we want. But
if we are just gonna kill him or take him out of the city, we might as well just put him to sleep and carry him out of here. Might result in less fighting.
I have a feeling suggesting him would be more effectful than trying to put him to sleep. Because I think trying to put him to sleep would trigger the rest of them around us.
Maybe. His mind's pretty fucked. I don't know if he'll take a suggestion, but I don't care. I'm at the point where I just want to kill him. He's fucked.
Well,
So
I
you guys do what you want to do.
if we somehow can put the sickle like back on his person and then talk to him again and be like, "Oh, hey, what's this precious you were talking about?" And he tells us about it, we could be like, "You mean that thing that's in your pocket there?" He might. I don't know if he'd still want to like go and murder them.
I think he would find something more intelligent to do once he has his sickle back.
if Octavius described them accurately, I kind of don't think that. I think if we just give him the sickle, they're gonna be going after our imp friends. That we're definitely telling the truth.
Well, we could try it.
Worth a
and
try.
If he decides to start sprinting in their direction, then I suppose we try and put him to sleep.
We could just tell him we killed Pins and Needles and got his sickle back. See what he does.
I think we get the sickle back and we see what happens, but I think he might think that rat over there is Pins and Needles, so I don't know if he cares. I will probably try and keep killing any other crow or imp or rat that he comes across.
Alright, somebody go give him the sickle.
Are we doing it stealthily or are we just handing it to him?
I wonder if we should tie the sickle to another rat and let him loose near him.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's pretty funny, I like it. Do we see a rat nearby?
Should we tie it to 2 rats at the same time?
No, the one that killed is already
We can
killed.
catch 2 rats.
Well,
That would be perfect.
let's just get a rat first.
All right, we're rat searching, I guess, Colton.
All right. Okay, who's looking for the rat?
Everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll look for a rat.
I guess you guys can all make survival checks.
Okay. Oh, we're rat hunting geniuses.
Not Gerbeck.
Oh, the mad cow.
Look at their level, for fuck's sake.
All right. So, Octavius, Jael, Sereth, you guys are all able to locate some rat or seeming rat dens. Haven't reached into them yet, but this is the likely place that rats would hide here in the fort nearby.
All right, I'm gonna put a chunk of ration out in front of it and wait beside one.
I'm going to tell Jail to hold on. And I'm just going to start playing my pipes to the sewers.
Oh yeah, this guy can control rats.
Why did you tell us that after?
I mean, I remembered that.
Jordan's like, my time has finally come.
Why does he even have those pipes?
All right. Yeah, you start playing a tune on the pipes, which I totally remember what they do.
Whenever a swarm of rats that isn't under another creature's control comes within 30 feet of you while you're playing the pipes, you can make a charisma check contested by the swarm's wisdom check. If you lose the contest, the swarm behaves as normal. I'll just kind of copy and paste it here because there's want to read all of it.
All right. Well, I guess roll your charisma check. So just straight up charisma. And the
What
rat
is
is
my
wisdom. All right. So you start playing the kind of calming, uh, kind of mysterious tune. It almost makes you want to like lean in and um hear each individual note be played. And as you play this tune, a swarm of rats just kind of oozes up out of these holes and gathers around, swirling around at your feet.
We only needed 2 kill this.
Well, you got a lot now. Got a swarm. And I tell them to sit still so we can tie the sickle to them.
So we're picking 2 of them?
Yep.
All right, as you tell them to sit still, the swarm stops like roiling over themselves and over your feet, and all of the rats just sit still, looking up at you.
That is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I kind of like step away from Kilvius a little bit.
Rats all turn and look at Gerbeck.
They all in unison just like turn.
Holy. Anyway, I guess I'll grab the 2 biggest. Start tying this to it. 2 of them.
Yep.
All right, so you guys, are you using like a bit of your
We have
rope
something
that you're
that's
cutting
a
off?
bit less intense than rope.
Anyone got string?
Let me check the bag.
Here, I'll check my pubes. Just kidding.
If anyone had like tailoring kit or something.
Nope.
I
I
have a
got nothing.
disguise kit. I don't know if I'd have anything in there.
I've got sheets of parchment.
Would thieves' tools have string? Because you know they gotta like you can set traps with thieves' tools, so I'd say they'd have like a tripwire.
Yeah, I would say that they would have some.
All right,
or like a little metal wire or something.
I like reach into my bag of holding. You hear like a little click as Gerbeck just fumbles out some like little twine or whatever it would be from his thieves' tools and hands it to Octavius.
Alright. Well, I guess this might be a dexterous thing. Maybe I shouldn't be the dude. I'll just hold the rats for who wants to tie it to them, I guess.
I mean, they're standing perfectly still, but I guess maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't wanna
they're
put
not
a
going to be
fucking
squirming on you.
untied knot or something.
I'll tie them on.
Tie one on.
All right.
So I'll just-
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh God.
Can I assist him with that?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
This is just it's like a little fine piece of wire. It's gonna be too hard for 2 people to work on it.
Okay.
All right, she's all sturdy, Octavius.
Can I take a look at it? Double check it?
Yeah. You roll a perception check as you look over his handiwork.
And before that one, oh,
Yeah, you see that this is like could fall apart at a moment's notice.
Okay. Would I have seen Seraph want to maybe help him and then realize he couldn't fit in there?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, I'm gonna hand this over to Sarah to take them over. I think this needs a bit of a touching up.
All right.
Aw.
All
These
right, I'll
rats
give it
are
a
getting
shot.
passed around.
Sleight of hand.
I'm just as good at this. Oh, hey.
All right, so
Nice.
you tie a better knot with the delicate string from the thieves' kit here.
Oh, I'm a rich boy. Look at me tie my knot.
It's 5 years
My
of Boy
parents put me in
Scouts.
scouts.
I'm a
did have
beaver
to-
leader.
have to restring short bows a few times.
All
Tie
right.
his fancy shoes.
Is Kilvish just
Uh,
command these rats to go run past him, or what?
Ready to go. These rats are all secured up.
can he command just the two? I guess the
I-
red cap might just catch them.
We could kill the ones that aren't the two.
Well, just wait. Those are my friends. I'm
I'll
gonna
put them
stick
on the
the
ground
severed
if-
finger. I'm gonna put the severed finger in the
Actually,
lead
because
rat's
we've been
mouth.
fucking with these rats, are they still under his control?
Yeah.
As long as he's continued to play the pipes. then-
Okay, but they said nothing of like this counted as hostile or got them to defend themselves.
No, they're fine.
All right.
I guess I'll put the finger in the lead rat's mouth that Dig Dug gave me, and I'll command the two rats, if possible, or the swarm, to not run straight at the red cap, but like so they're. I don't want them to act like they're under control. Just run sporadically in that direction.
Okay, so
Doodly do on my flute.
yeah, the entire swarm moves to obey. So it's just the swarm of rats kind of scatters and starts like erratically zigzagging around in the general direction of the stomping madcap. The two of them dragging the scythe behind as it kind of bounces over the rough terrain. I'm going to roll the chance that it falls off of them. It falls off of them as they try to go in two different directions at the same time, and the rope between them snaps as the scythe just kind of like skids to a halt in the dirt about 10 feet away from you guys.
I'm gonna notice this and like have the swarm run around the red cap's feet.
I'll use
Try-
Mage Hand and chuck the sickle further along.
Back into the hordes running
Basically.
around his feet.
All right. You can use Mage Hand. I'm going to say roll your spell casting stat to see how
Crucius sitting
accurate the Mage
here.
Hand chucks this.
Crucius sitting here wondering why we decided to tie the things to the rats when we had complete control over the rats, and they probably could have just carried it anyways.
Put it in all their mouths. Yeah.
Through.
All
22.
right. So the swarm kind of is circling around this madcap and running erratically, and you see his eyes go even wider as he is now just like in a frenzy trying to stomp all the rats he can. As he's distracted, you summon your mage hand, which picks up this scythe and chucks it across the courtyard, and it spins end over end and lands point first in the hard ground, just behind the stomping madcap.
Perfect.
He hears the sound of it clink off the ground and turns to look, and you hear even from the distance you are, "Ah, precious!" as he like goes and picks it up and starts like caressing it.
I
Somebody,
kind of want to.
somebody run out and yell about the imp's deaths. and pretend to be sad that he killed the imps.
Alright, Gerback, go pick up 2 dead rats. Pretend to be sad about pins and needles getting squished.
Who's got good performance?
I guess I could do
Not
that.
Gerbeck.
I'll walk over to my dead rats that he recently stomped on and start crying about pins and needles.
All right. Roll a deception check.
That's not a performance.
I'm
The
also
fart
gonna
should be
use-
good either way.
True.
Nice.
Oh, he convinces
Oh.
us too.
Oh, we fucked up, guys.
He's gone from caressing the sickle to decapitating rats with the sickle as they run by. And you come up and pick up 2 dead rats, and you're like, oh no, pins, needles, my best friends, you killed them. He turns to you and like he's now drooling and foaming at the mouth with his excitement here at what's going on. And he's just like, ah, all right. And now he picks up some rats and he is like slicing them open over top of his head and letting them pour onto himself.
Nice.
All right.
So pins
That's
and
a
needles
mood.
are dead, right, buddy?
Yes.
Guess
So
we
who-
found out where they're getting the blood
So who
from.
are you gonna kill next?
No. More rats.
Oh, right on.
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up and I'm gonna play the pipes of the sewers again.
Okay,
I can do it 3 charges.
so you're using another charge to call forth another swarm of rats.
Yep.
All right, so reading more about the pipes of the sewers, it says that it pulls any rats in from within a half mile.
Oh!
So, you guys just hear this like
Feel the
scurrying
crowd.
sound, and then it grows until it reaches a crescendo, and you just see a black tide pouring forth from the inside of the fort through various holes in the trash here, and it's like a wave is coming towards you.
What have you done?
I'm gonna
Oh,
tap Red Cap on the shoulder and I'm just gonna point off to the horizon. There you go, my friend.
Yeah, so where he was drooling and foaming before, he is now nearly hyperventilating. Blood! And he starts like stomping off with a speed that belies his heavy iron boots. Like you realize that these guys must be freaking strong as he sprints away from you.
With the hardest of boners.
I'd say.
Yeah, so this tide of this wave of rats hits into him and he's engulfed completely in rats, and you just see like rats flying off half decapitated and in various states of delimbed as he's just inside this cloud slashing away and stomping and laughing.
Question: are any of the other red caps and mad caps interested in the swarm in possibly trying to get blood for their hats?
The madcaps certainly are. The redcaps look at the swarm longingly as they go about their business.
Hmm.
Oh. Well, our work here is done.
I wonder. No, this might be. Oh my god, this place is making me the worst thing ever. This might be pretty dark, but what if we're looking for soul coins a little bit, right? Like that's the currency around here, whether we want to use them or not. But what if we like sold blood? So like, if you got all these rats, and we could like farm rats and sell blood to the red caps, so they don't have to go and end up being mad cats.
Do the red caps
yeah.
even have soul
But I
coins?
don't think red caps have money.
Okay, fair enough. I have no clue.
Yeah, true.
I think we discussed that when we were at the bar. We noticed they didn't actually pay for anything. It was just like on a tab system.
Yeah. Or
But they may
Something,
Doing
yeah.
stuff for Mad Maggie or whatever's going on, but
Well,
Hmm.
alright,
that
well, let's go report to Pins and Needles, I guess.
somehow this turned out all right. I'm proud of us.
Well, so
Only a
far.
rat genocide, and that's it.
All right. So you guys head back towards Maggie's junk abode and meet back up with Pins and Needles, who've now resumed their raven forms.
all right.
Hey, boys.
So that guy was fucking nuts.
Uh, yeah, that's why we wanted you to deal with him. So, did you take care of him?
As
Oh,
long
he
as you
thinks
guys,
he killed you?
as
And
long as
he's
you
got
guys
his...
don't shape shift into rats, you'll be fine.
Well, what do you mean?
He's on a crusade against rats now.
he will be preoccupied for the rest of his life.
But you didn't kill him.
No, we found an alternative solution.
By distracting him with rats to kill?
Yes.
We convinced him that some of the rats he killed were you guys.
I mean, that's good and all until he sees us next.
Just tell him you're someone else.
Introduce yourself as, hi, I'm Nins, and I'm Peedles, or something like that. And then, to be honest, it doesn't look like he has like too much in between his eyeballs there, so you might be able to get away with it.
Well, you see, that might work if these things didn't just live to kill. So, what's to say that he doesn't want to just murder Nins and Peedles?
So I just want to kill all madcaps, because that's just how they operate.
Well, not really, just that one. I mean,
think he'll be distracted for quite a while. Like Crew said, he doesn't have much going on in his headspace. I doubt he'll even remember after this, assuming he even
I don't think you
remembers who
see
you
the
are.
swarm of rats we kept him busy with.
well, I mean, we live here.
He did.
There's finite rats.
He did.
Eventually,
I don't think so. Rats will breed quicker than he can kill them.
He did stop muttering, "Kill Pins and Needles." So
Yeah, he did switch to just kill rats instead of pins and needles.
True. I mean, as far as we know, he thinks that he killed you already.
Yeah.
So just don't talk to him, I guess.
And if you do run into him, pretend to be someone else. I don't think he can discern between the rats too well.
Or just don't. If you see him, just avoid him, sneak around him, that type of thing. I mean, you're imps, you can fly. I don't think
you're
they
in
can
crow
look up.
form. anyway half the time, so he's not even looking up to find you.
Yeah, he's looking down for rats.
This just gets us back to the same situation we're in, sneaking around Wazik.
But now there's the chance that he doesn't remember that you're alive.
Yeah, but now he doesn't have a hit out on you guys. He's just killing rats to kill rats, rather than killing rats to find and kill pins and needles.
Hmm.
He's like an
I-
exterminator you guys have now. In fact, he's almost good for the community at this point.
True.
Well, if you say so.
I mean, if you wanted him dead, you probably should have said outright that's what you wanted, but you just wanted him not after you guys.
Well, I thought I made that clear, but I guess you mortals need it spelled out for you.
We're new here, and usually from where we're from, we try to do everything we can to avoid, murder and stuff.
How the hell did you guys end up in hell?
Magic.
Well, long story. There was this big city, and maybe we'll tell you later.
Do we know if that swarm of rats would just kill him? Can he fight that many rats?
I mean, they weren't really given the command to go kill him.
But I mean, as soon as I stopped playing my pipes, wouldn't they just do their own thing?
Or, I think once they're attacked, don't they just go to defending themselves?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely multiple swarms of rats there. So probably after you stop playing, just honestly run away, which may be the few swarms that he hit attacking him. And I think he'd be fine against a swarm or two of rats.
So, there we go.
Well, it's a very good possibility these rats killed him. We can go back and double check for you.
Would ya?
Yeah, sure. We can go ahead and check.
All right.
Let's roll, guys. Take a look.
We'll put a pin in this conversation for later.
Good one, sir.
Pins is just like shaking his head at you.
What does Needles think, though?
Needles is like trying to stifle laughter.
I whisper to
Worth it.
I whisper to Jail and say, show him the shirt joke.
I'm sure they'll figure it out sooner or later.
They're imps. Do they even wear shirts?
Nope. Alright, well, let's go find this guy. Now, how do we know which one he is now?
Probably the one covered in the most blood. He did have a head start after all.
This is so dumb. Why did you do
Because we wanted to avoid fighting a bunch of madcap.
True. This is absolute madness.
All right, so you guys head back over to the rat genocide area, and you see. Let's roll for it. How many madcaps do you see? You see 4 madcaps are currently just rolling around on the slaughtered bodies of rats, and the rest of the rats have kind of like spread out, gone back into hiding now that they're not being summoned. And these 4 just seem to be in ecstasy.
Well, we could turn around and try and convince them that we killed them now that we're back here.
I don't think that'll work. I think they know who everybody is. Maybe guys, I know this is coming from you. Maybe we just kill the madcap. I don't know.
Well, I think Kilvius kind of gave us no other option by telling the imps that now we're for sure gonna go and kill them.
It was kind of the imp's fault. Maggie told them not to mess with the madcaps, and they did anyways. I think they should have to deal with it themselves.
Unless they offer to pay us, I
They
see no
offered to
reason
pay
to
us in
continue
favor.
helping them. Oh, I guess in favor, yeah.
Well, they said they'd put in a good word for us, but I'm pretty sure Maggie likes us enough already, at least Lulu.
Well, we could go figure out which one he is, and since he's like rolling around in the blood and ecstasy, he may be agreeing to come with us if we promise him more blood, and then we can figure it out. We can just have him with us.
Sounds like a guaranteed encounter. Either he attacks them on sight and we kill him, or we have to help him
We
kill
don't
them.
have to go back straight back there. Just figure out what to do with him, so we don't have to kill him.
I think our options at this point are just leave or kill all 4 of them now.
I vote we leave.
Yep.
Okay, let's leave them.
Sounds good.
Oh, but guys, don't want to kill the madcap. Oh, I'm just kidding. Let's go.
I narrow my eyes.
Crucius thirst for blood.
I'm not sure if he's kidding or not.
All right.
We're just wandering back and forth, accomplishing nothing.
Well, I thought we could come back and deceive them.
And
Just
deceive
lie-
who?
Pins and needles. Just tell them that we killed him.
I think they know.
They literally
Like-
turn into crows. The guys could be just watching us from their perch and seeing all this.
Fair point. I'll look around for any crows.
Roll a perception check.
I will also do that.
I will also point out. I will also point out that we saw an imp before, and they were able to be invisible.
I see jack shit.
I'll cast Divine Sense.
All right. Within 60 feet of you, you do not sense the 2 imps.
Sense anything else?
No.
Well, we could go back and lie to them.
I don't think it'll work if we just lie to them. They clearly know more about everyone who lives and works here than we do.
But are these red caps and mad caps, are they individually distinguishable, or do they all look very similar?
To us, they might look all similar, but clearly they can tell one from the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, he just walks around muttering his own name, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Or
like
stomping on
Pokemon.
rats.
Well, we could just persuade them. Try that.
I'm in that brain. We just try and convince them that he's lost in the throes of ecstasy and won't bother them.
But no, I don't. That still leaves us in the same boat.
I don't think they'll reward us for that, but it's okay. If they don't, they don't. Then we don't have to go kill a bunch of people that went
We
crazy.
did have them relatively convinced until you said, well, we'll go check if they're dead.
Hey,
Did we say that, or did we say we'll go take a look and see what happened?
yeah, I didn't realize we had them that convinced. Thought we were kind of at a dead end.
We could say that he was just on the ground, not moving, covered in blood, and we can assume he's dead. And if it turns out he's not, then, I mean, it's kind of out of our hands at that point.
Go back. Yeah, it looked like there's 4 dead madcaps. We think one's him. It's good. Oh, they weren't dead. Oh, my bad. Never encountered a mad cat before.
Yeah, we could play stupid.
All right.
All right, let's go talk to them again then. And Chris starts trekking that way.
Okay.
All right.
So,
So you guys trek back over to Maggie's and meet Pins and Needles again. And Pins is like, so how
well,
goes it?
looks like they're dead. They're laying in the ground, covered in blood.
Yep, not moving. Four of them there, just covered in blood. I'm assuming they're dead.
Okay. You two can roll deception checks.
About persuasion.
No, you're definitely lying to them. All right.
They are equally deceptive.
Yep.
Oh, no, we didn't take a short rest. Shit.
I'm gonna use. It's too late now. Sorry.
Well, we better go see for ourselves. If they're dead, there should be no danger flying over there. Right, Needles? Yep. All right. And they fly off as ravens.
I thought that went really well.
Well, we'll soon find out.
We did everything we could short of just killing him. So if they want him dead, they could kill him.
Yep.
Or they'll end up dead, and we'll never see pins and needles again.
Might not be good if we want to keep Mad Maggie in our good books, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I mean, we didn't
As-
kill them.
Also
As
fair.
you say, Mad Maggie, the
Mm.
doorway of this junk pile is thrown open,
Ah!
and who should grace the threshold but the hag herself? Oh, good, you're here. I'm ready for you.
Cool.
Oh my god, finally.
Where's Lulu,
I'm out under
by
my
the
breath.
way?
Lulu's just been kind of following you guys this whole time, keeping quiet, looking kind of sad at what you guys had discussed at some points.
Yep.
Especially at Cruise.
Yep.
Yep. Anyway, she's like, please, I invite you all in.
All right.
Okay, in case
Well,
we
thank you.
vampires, right on.
All right, so you guys enter into her hovel, and she has painted a fiendish looking circle on the ground and has arranged several comfortable black cushions around it, and one fancy looking cushion with gold scroll work on it in the center of the fiendish circle.
I nudge Cruise and say, I think that's your seat. And I point to the special one.
Oh, I don't
Mad
think
Maggie,
so.
no, you imbecile. That's for Lulu.
Aw. I call him an imbecile again. Imbecile under my breath.
Now, Lulu, take your seat. And Lulu kind of like looks to you guys with a hint of trepidation.
Could I insight the hag and see if this is like gonna murder Lulu or something?
I thought we already incited this.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
I
kind of
did.
you did insight her when you guys first met her.
Okay.
But yeah, you could do it again here.
All right, I'll give it a shot. I trust her completely.
Yeah, you'd think if she wanted you harmed, there would have been easier ways to go about it than letting you guys get a tactical layout of her camp.
I'll just
All right, I take a
kind of
seat.
nudge Lulu and go on. It's fine.
All right, so she hesitantly flies over there and nestles down onto the cushion. Um, then Maggie reaches into her pack and she takes 2 skulls out of it and places them around the circle. I'm sure my sisters won't care if I pick their brains about this problem.
Jesus.
I see what you did there.
There's still brains in there?
It's a figure of speech, honey.
I don't know if it is.
All right, take your seats. And she gestures for you to sit around the circle.
All right.
Oh no, I should have done that before we came in. Shit. All right, too late.
Cranked one out.
No, I was thinking of putting up.
He got more excited after he saw the skulls.
I was thinking of putting up detect magic, but it has verbal and somatic components.
Sareth was buddies with the necrophiliac at the start.
Oh,
Oh.
he was never confirmed of necrophiliac.
That is
But
true.
Sareth was.
What?
Gerbeck takes his seat
Yeah,
after
GG.
pondering it for a minute.
Yeah, Crucial kneel down and on their seat there.
Yeah.
All right, now drink this. And she passes around a chalice full of a brackish, foul-smelling liquid.
Oh, I'm just gonna ask her point blank. Is this blood?
No, this
Yeah,
is
what?
what?
I was
Little
gonna
one?
say, yeah, what is this?
It's a potion. It will help your minds meld. It will aid you in the dream quest.
Screw it. I'm casting detect magic.
Literally
There's a whole
no.
lot of nope going on right now.
All right.
I'll try to pretend that I'm not casting it by like sneezing or something.
Okay, if you want to try and cast it without her knowing, you're also going to have to make a sleight of hand check to pull off the deception.
Okay.
What?
I'm really on fire with them rolls today.
Yep.
Where is her? Oh, dearie. To cast detect magic, you'll need to say it much clearer than that.
Oh yes, my mistake.
I don't know who's to the right or the left of me, but I'm going to hand out 2 bardic inspirations to the people sitting on either side of me
Well, I mean, I'll just
before we drink this.
I didn't have anything prepared for this, but I can just, if you guys care about your sitting order, I'll just drop you on here.
I will not be sitting beside Kilvius.
Absolutely offended. He just, I don't want no fucking bardic inspiration.
No, I think it's at this point, Sarah just doesn't want anything to do with Killius.
Yeah.
Alright, so arrange you guys in a circle, however you want. With
Well, I
Lulu
guess
in
I'll
the
sit beside
center.
him.
Right.
Perfect.
Get over here, you dink. I want to
Sorry.
see you.
He's sitting in his lap there, or what?
Okay, so Sirzex and Octavius, I guess, get bardic inspiration.
All right. With detect magic, what am I getting from this potion?
This is, let me see, what school is this? Enchantment magic is emanating off of the drink.
That could be really good or really bad. At least it's not necrotic. All right.
I don't
Well.
think my book covers anything about this.
I'm taking a swig.
All right. It tastes awful. But you choke it down. There's
Seeing Octavius do it, I do it as well.
Yep. Screw
all
it.
right. So you guys all
Yeah.
pass
sure.
the
Pound it
chalice
down.
around. Some of you guys get like bits and pieces, like something almost solid in the drink.
Oh.
Oh, good old
And
chunk
yeah,
of
it
Crusoe.
makes it like really tough to keep down as you guys kind of like. But you all manage to take a drink, and finally Maggie tips the rest of the chalice um, into Lulu's mouth.
This is where the
Now,
party wiped.
now, dears, this should take about 10 minutes. If any of you were to get up, we'll have to start all over.
Are you gonna drink some?
And she's like, well, I already gave the last of it to Lulu there. Don't
So-
worry, I'm leading this. I won't need any.
Like a seance.
I'm gonna worry a little bit, but okay.
All right, now, I want everybody to close their eyes.
I do so.
Alright.
All right, and Maggie starts to hum and sing and chant in a language I'm pretty certain none of you know. But
Is it Gnomic?
nope,
How about
How about
Dwarvish?
Elvish?
nope,
Is it common?
nope,
Abyssal?
nope,
Nobody knows. Alright, it's gibberish.
Infernal?
nope.
It's haggish.
I'm guessing it's Sylvan.
It is also not that.
Yeah, fuck you, Blake.
Well, it goes without now.
It's not Elvish.
Nope,
It
I
is
asked that
not.
already.
It's Elvis.
Uh-huh.
That's where Chucka learned things. Thank you very much.
All right, anyways.
So, with your guys' eyes closed, you start to feel yourselves lulled into sleep. You suddenly, behind your eyelids, see a brilliant flash of light, and then all goes dark as a tingling sensation comes over your body and then grows faint, and then you feel nothing. In fact, all sensation fades. You don't hear anything. You don't feel anything. Even the cushions beneath your knees or beneath your bottoms fade away. And then you see a brilliant rainbow flashes in front of your eyes as you start to see Lulu's dream unfold. You see the rich, radiant light of 100 dancing rainbows slowly dissolves as warm sunlight fills the area. Within that space, Lulu flies lazily in a lush meadow at the shoulder of a beautiful blindfolded angel. The pair strolls through the tall green grass, and the voice of Maggie fills your mind. Push through the vision. It only represents what Lulu wishes was true. We need to see more.
Fucking ominous.
Interesting.
Oh,
Concentrate. Push. And I want you guys to all make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
You get +3 if you're close to us.
do we count as being close to them?
You guys are nowhere near your physical bodies.
Oh.
Mhm. Okay.
You you still get +3 to yourself, Catlin, don't you?
Yep.
Oof.
Oh wait, I have advantage. Didn't matter.
All right. The sunny meadow fades to black. And then you guys appear in a flame-encircled field on a barren hellscape. At the center of the circle, Lulu and the angel lie unconscious and prone, horribly injured. You see yourself standing in defense of Lulu and the angel, facing outward as 6 small spine-covered devils creep closer. In the distance, a formation of battered and retreating human warriors disappears through a portal. "The devils!" hisses the hag's disembodied voice. "You must defeat them!"
With pleasure.
All right. So let me just drop those guys onto the map here. One more.
My arch enemies.
Yep. All right, and I will have you guys roll initiative here.
Click on your token. Shit.
Yeah, rolling 1s and 2s today.
Yeah.
Till he gets to kill something, then comes the 20s.
Yep. Crush crushes as Crush pleases.
All
How
right.
big is that?
Okay, so even if you guys took damage since your last long rest, in the dream sequence here, you are at full health.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Yeah, good question. It just says full health, so I think any spent spell slots are still spent.
Alrighty.
When we
Okay,
leave
so
the dream sequence, do we go back to our previous health or our health at the end of the sequence?
well, we'll discuss that when we get there. All right. Kilvius, you jump up in defense of Lulu and the wounded angel. What do you do as these devils fly closer and closer?
I'm going to cast Bane at 4th level on all of them.
All right, going to try to bane all of the devils. You're going to start at 3 o'clock and go clockwise here.
Kilvius, the Devil's Bane.
Ooh, that's an awesome name.
That is actually a really good moniker.
All right, so 2 of them have passed. 2 and
4.
It's pretty good odds, I think.
Yeah.
That's 2 and 5, Blake.
Oh, it is. I'll just
You
be
didn't teach
quiet.
Catlin at your chef school.
Nope.
all right, so 4 of the devils fall under the effect of your spell.
And then I am going to look over at Seraph
God damn
and
it.
give him a wink and give him Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
The 2 of us with his previous one, that would be on our their form, not this one?
Yeah, unfortunately, those are back with your body.
Okay,
Oof.
I just wanted to double check that.
I'm gonna run up to this one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take a hack at him.
All right. Roll for attack.
Were we supposed to sit still, or are we not even connected to our physical body anymore?
We're not connected anymore.
Yeah.
Hank told us to kick their ass.
16 hits. Roll for damage.
I'm gonna smite.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, that is one dead devil.
Boom!
Got him.
I got him, guys.
Move here. And can I throw a javelin on this turn?
Um.
Don't you have
Yeah,
Or is
sure.
it weapon swapping?
Um. Yeah, I guess technically it would be drawing another weapon. So, I mean, you could drop your scythe on the ground and do it, but you couldn't stow your scythe and draw a javelin.
Fuck it then. I'll just end my turn there.
Okay. Jail.
I move to here and throw my shield on my back. And I will cast Divine Favor.
Okay.
And then just hit this dude with two-handed longsword.
The new magic longsword.
All right. 16 hits. For
What handing's winning again?
7 damage.
And
Oops, it should
again.
be backwards.
14 also hits. For 5 damage. Plus another 1d4. All right, for 9 damage.
And that's it.
All right. Now the devil's turn. They
That's two bad ones.
Yep.
the one immediately in front of you, Jail, is going to attack you with its fork.
Oh.
20,
It's
6 piercing damage.
From the perspective of a salad.
And it's also going to bite you.
Yep.
Does a 17 hit?
no.
Okay. So as it stabs you with the fork, you don't feel any physical thing as this fork pierces your form, but somewhere distant, a piercing pain flashes through your mind as this is actually psychic damage that you've taken.
If you die in the dream, you die for real.
Ow.
Jordan, where's your psychic resist tattoo when you need it?
Yep.
That's it for me.
Oh, that was just the
Oh,
one
yeah,
devil. And as it like bites you, it is going to flap away. Over there. And because of its small size and nimbleness, it does not allow you to get a opportunity attack as it flies away.
Ah, yes, very cool.
All right. The other. Okay, these two are going to throw tail spines at Jail. I guess I didn't really ping there. These two. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oof.
All minus D4s to hit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we've got 17, a 12, a 22, and a 16.
Colton, how did you just for my point of view for when I'm DM next time? How did you roll d4s that quickly? Did you just do the click the buttons on the side?
Yep.
Okay.
So I guess the 22 is the only one that hits?
Yes, sir.
All right. That is going to deal 7 psychic damage.
Right on.
And then the other 2 are going to attack Surzex. 6. So that I'm not even going to roll the minus d4 for that one.
Mm.
Nor that one, nor that one. That one could use it. So 21 to hit.
It's
All right, so you take 8 psychic damage here. And these guys are all going to be little dicks, and they're going to fly away from you guys.
How rude.
Alright, so these two over here attack Jail. These two attack Surzex?
I think this one also attacked Jail.
Yeah, that one
Okay.
attacked Jail. And, 3 of them attacked Jail. One just did
The
it with
ones on
Oh,
the
melee
right.
stuff.
left
One.
side attack Jail, the ones on the right side attack Surzix. And
I
guess
forgot about the bite.
All right, Octavius.
Well, that doesn't help much. Ha! I'll move 30 feet up to this guy.
All right.
This square. Yeah, since I can't really reach him, suppose I'll shoot him with my heavy crossbow.
Okay.
Wait,
Roll for attack.
I got 10 feet of chain on my little hook, don't my hunting trap thing, right?
Yep.
God.
I
Here we
gotta
go
Oh
again,
shit!
chat.
Ignore that.
toss my chained hunting trap at him so I could keep him nearby.
All right. I haven't
Well,
really figured out how I'm going to run this, but this is an improvised weapon that you're throwing at him. So this is just going to be straight up dex to hit.
Oh god.
Flex really hard, it
Roll
turns into a
dex.
strength check.
15 hits.
Ooh.
What does a hunting trap do for
I'm just
damage?
loading it up on items here.
I think it's like 30 d12s or something.
1d4 piercing, and they stop moving. But I guess they can fly around into 10 feet unless I drag them in.
Okay, d4 piercing damage. Takes 4 damage.
Oh, okay, you had it.
And oh, we both rolled 4 anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you guys can roll contested athletics to see if he's actually grappled by this.
Alright.
Oh yeah, so the hunting trap manages to catch one of the spine devil's limbs in it, and it tries to slip out, but you quickly tug on the chain, and the teeth of the trap dig in, and it is you've hooked it.
Can I use my, I guess, second attack action to just pull him in with it?
So this would likewise be contested, like a grapple check. and it would be like a shove, but reverse shove. You're gonna pull. So
Yeah.
he's gonna try and contest it, and you get to roll one.
Oh!
Holy shit.
Come to daddy.
Yank his arm right up.
What a missed opportunity to say "get over here."
Yep.
Original content, do not steal.
All right, yeah. So you yanked him in.
All right. So he's considered grappled with the hunting trap.
That's right.
I wonder if I should action surge and just pummel his face in now.
Might as well.
We're not gonna
Yeah,
stop you.
fuck it. Action surge at us, and I'm gonna turn my little grapple damage on. I'm not gonna rage though. Save one useful thing.
Okay. 19 hits for 14 damage, and 22 hits for another 13 damage. All right, so you have bludgeoned this little devil to death. As you run up, throw a hunting trap on a chain at it, yank it towards you, and just start punching it as you're reefing the chain closer and closer to you.
Somewhere in the nether realm, Scorpion looks up from his newspaper.
I should sue.
And freeze it.
Perfect. Yeah, that's everything.
All right, Sereth.
All right. Well, seeing like these things are dropping like flies, I'm gonna not do what I was thinking of. I'm just gonna move to here and blast this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll skip the hex.
16 hits.
Okay. 8 damage. 11 for the second shot.
11 misses.
Bardic Inspiration. Oh,
Oh, well, too late. He already said. I forgot I had it. Yeah, I'll remember that for next round if it matters. But yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Next up, we've got Gerbeck.
All right. Can I use mini Gerbeck in this weird realm?
Yes.
Thank
you
God.
can.
All right. I summon mini Gerbeck, form of
Form
ballista.
of water bucket.
form of force ballista.
That's a good form. Oh, yeah, it is.
All right. Which one were you aiming
Oh,
at? 'Cause,
this
yeah,
top
obviously
close
that
one near me.
hits. Yeah, roll for damage.
The 13 is not there. Just the 24, the
arcane
212s.
firearm stuff.
Yep, I forgot to
Yeah,
check it.
24. All right. Yeah, that guy is blasted to smithereens.
Wow.
All right, and that's it.
I could
Okay.
one-shot these devils too. I just didn't want to.
Krush, you're up.
Krush is gonna walk out of the circle and go up to about here. And as he goes, he's kind of mumbling they're mumbling as they go by and be like, it's really not a good idea to be flying while you're in a thunderstorm. And I'm gonna cast Call Lightning.
Are we in a
Hell yeah.
thunderstorm?
We are
And
now.
a storm cloud will appear above our heads. I'm guessing that it wasn't stormy to begin with.
It was not. This
Yep.
was taking place in the dream Avernus
Yep.
escape.
Yep. Okay. And a lightning bolt is going to come down and strike this motherfucker.
All right. So he is going to have to make a dex save, I'm guessing.
Yep.
You could
All
say
right,
he'd get
and he
thunderstruck.
fails.
All right.
You're dink.
Sorry, should have that ready.
No worries.
Or is the click not working?
I don't think so. Nothing's coming up for me.
Screw it. I'll just roll 3d10. Don't know why it was taking so long there, but
Not bad.
19.
oh, I always forget to tell which level to cast it at. That's the issue. Every time.
Ah,
Mm.
all right. Yeah, this guy is blasted away as just a smoldering, charred ruin of what was once the spine devil is left on the ground.
Got him.
Okay. And that's my turn.
All right, back up to Kilvius.
Actually, oh, sorry. Let me check one thing, if that's okay.
Yep, go for it.
Just checking if this is a bonus action reaction. Nope, can't do it. Okay, that's fine.
All right, Kilvius.
I'm going to move up beside Serzex. And then I am going to cast Vicious Mockery and tell the Spine Devil that he needs to take a shower.
All right. He's going to attempt a wisdom save. He looks really sad for a devil.
Mhm.
Like a 6 out of 10 sad.
Yeah, like approximately a 6 out of 22.
It's a very strange scale, but okay.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Serzex, you're up.
I'm gonna drop my javelin, my scythe. I'm gonna whip a javelin at this far guy. I'll step up 5 feet so I don't have disadvantage.
All right.
Oh shit! I didn't uncheck my smite.
Smiting
Oh yeah.
javelin.
My javelin.
So we'll just the 6 damage is going to be reduced by half, as the javelin is not a magic weapon. Nice. That definitely hits. All right, for 11 rounded down. This guy's still hanging on.
Damn. Well, I am just gonna stand here and be like, shoot, almost got him.
Okay, jail.
I'm gonna pull my shield back out, sacrifice half movement to put up 3/4, facing the east. I mean the west.
Walk up to Gerbeck and put the shield down in front of him.
You're just scared of the mini
Oh, no.
Gerbeck after it nuked that guy.
And
I would be too.
I'll also lay on hands myself for 13.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. The spined devils are going to. What's the range on that? It's going to flap up here, shoot 2 spines at Serzex. That's a crit, so it's still going to hit even with the minus 1d4.
Always. Mitch the crit magnet.
So you take 14 psychic damage.
Alright.
Second tail spine is a miss, and it is going to fly back 20. Well, let's go diagonally back 20 feet. This guy You're gonna have to go there. And is shooting 2 spines at Krush. 21 minus a d4, 19. I think that hits against Krush. So I'm just going to roll damage because I think he's muted.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
And
No
you take
mistake.
10 psychic damage.
Okay.
21. That's minus a D. Oh, you did it already.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he did that.
Yep.
Uh,
And,
so I gotta roll concentration checks, I assume?
for your call lightning, yes.
Yeah.
Just the
correct.
one.
Okay.
And you save. All right, that was their turn. Octavius, way on the downtown.
Ah. That guy's in crossbolt range, eh?
I believe so.
Heavy crossbow, I guess I'll shoot him with it. But I
Okay.
definitely don't have enough chain for that toss. Now that misses. Try again.
Yep. Nope, you won't, because crossbows have the loading property. They can only be
Alright, yeah.
shot once a turn.
I guess I could have switched to my hand crossbow, but fuck it.
Hey, Colton.
Yep.
Do I have to collect my dream spears to have back in the real world?
You do not.
Okay.
All right.
They just dissolve.
Sareth, you're up.
All right.
You lose a spear in the dream, you lose a spear in real life.
Yep.
Oh, check.
Canon.
Maggie just walking up. Yep, he threw a spear, takes one out of your pocket, and breaks it.
All right, I'm gonna pew pew this guy over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Will work. That pew pew one shot him.
Nice.
See,
All right, I'm
I
gonna
always knew you could do it.
pew pew the other guy.
He did say he could do it if he wanted to.
Ooh, I'll use the bardic inspiration on that one.
Okay.
D8, Craig.
We finally remembered,
Yeah.
Pog.
All right, that hits.
Did you give me a note, Craig, or was it just the inspiration?
All of his inspirations are that. Note
Oh,
of
okay.
Yeah, or always a note.
All right. I might as well make it do the extra thunder damage then.
All right. Roll for damage.
Oh. And then a D8 for the thunder damage.
All right. As this guy is blasted away too.
Nice.
As you guys defeat the devils, the landscape again fades away, and you guys are back in your starting positions.
Blake, that second roll I don't think was necessary.
Oops.
Oh, no, that's right. It does just what I rolled on the D8 for the
I don't
bard.
know exactly where you guys were. You can put yourselves back.
I'm one up.
That was right
So
there, I
we
think.
should fit here.
Oh, I would have been there. And then, yeah.
Yep.
All right, and you guys are now in a landscape filled with thick black smoke, and the smell of death and decay expands to encompass everything. Small devils that were on the outskirts of your battle last time now kneel before you and offer to serve you if you spare their lives.
No deals.
All right,
I-
when Gerbeck says that, these creatures just fade to smoke. And they disappear, and you guys are now transported to a vast, barren landscape of utter devastation. Black sludge rises rapidly out of the ground, enveloping your feet and gripping you tightly, overwhelming you with a horrible sense of loss. You hear Mad Maggie shout, "Don't let it consume you! You must push through her defenses. She must look at what comes next. All right.
What?
Huh.
I want you guys, we'll keep the initiative order here. And on your turn, the sludge is trying to grapple you. So you're going to have to try and get free.
Does our HP stay at what it was from our previous
It does indeed.
Great.
All right. So Sareth just went. So Gerbeck, you're the lucky one up first. Try to escape the sludge. Give me a athletics or acrobatics check.
Well, acrobatics it is.
Mm.
Not bad.
All right. Unfortunately, you do not manage to pull yourself out of the sludge as you slip
Oof.
deeper into it. You take. I'm so sorry to do this. 21 psychic damage.
That's a pretty high DC for that much damage.
So, as you sink deeper into the sludge, you just feel a sense of horrible loss. You just emptiness. Your heart rends as this sludge engulfs you. Krush.
Sorry, just a second. Does the sludge seem to be magical?
I mean, everything here's magical.
I
Kind of.
will attempt to cast Dispel Magic. I'll be like, no, stop, and try to cast Dispel Magic on the sludge.
Hmm.
He's gonna just.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh, shit. Would I still be able to try to make my athletics to get out after using the spell slot? Probably not, hey?
I mean, I probably should have made it clear that that's not gonna work. I
No.
think, yeah, just go for the escape here.
Okay.
Yes, so you also are pulled deeper into the sludge, taking 24 psychic damage as you just feel a sense of despair deep in your heart. Kilvius.
Are we like climbing up onto a table, or what are we climbing up out of?
Just climbing. Like, if you get to the surface of this, you might have a chance to stand on it. It's a dream. It doesn't have to make sense.
Okay. Acrobatics.
All right, you pull yourself up out of the sludge. Surzex. You likewise pull yourself up out of the sludge.
Nice.
Jail.
Right.
You are also up out of the sludge.
Now,
Uh,
I will also use
Oh.
bonus action to Tandem Tactician, attempt to help Sareth out of the sludge.
all right, Sareth, you're going to have advantage on this check to pull yourself up as Jail reaches down into the sludge and grasps your hand.
Hell yeah. Did you? I think Octavius goes before me though.
Oh, yeah, Octavius, that's right. Yep, you pull yourself up and out. And Sareth, now you can go.
All right. Does it look like spells would it all be useful here, or is it just make a check?
It's just make the check as you're engulfed in this sludge and you can't see anything. You can't well, your dream self doesn't really need to breathe, but it's just engulfing you.
All right.
And then you just feel a hand clasp yours.
All right. I'll just go for it then. Oh, I guess with advantage. Eh.
All right, 16 is enough to climb up and out of the sludge. Gerbeck, you're still engulfed.
Gerbeck's about to
Give me-
fucking die.
give me
Actually,
another
could
one.
I cast a spell on Gerbeck anyways, just for shits and giggles?
If you have
Might
a
as well make
bonus
an
action
Eldritch
spell,
Blast.
Okay, that would have been an action. Then never mind. I got nothing.
all right, Gerbeck.
Yep.
Oh! No! All right, you take 20 psychic damage.
Can I reaction with my fade away to not just to teleport out of it? Oh, it's turn invisible, not teleport. Never mind. I do not do that.
Yeah. All right.
Alright, somebody save me because I'm fucked on the next 20% chance to not die.
Okay, so that didn't take you to 0.
Hell no.
Okay. Krush.
All right, with my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word.
Does
It's
it
not
have
gonna.
to be a target you see?
Pardon?
Does it have to be stuff you see for that?
Yes.
Yeah, you're engulfed in black sludge right now.
Oh, like I literally can't see anything.
That's
No.
right.
Oh
We still
shit.
can do this.
Okay, I am going to cast Healing Word on myself, I believe.
All right.
Because if I close my eyes, does that count that I can see myself?
I think you can always like
Yeah,
target
okay.
yourself with spells like that.
Okay, I will cast it at 2nd level. Just to give myself a little bit of a pick me up here. Because I could be going down if I fail this here. Alright.
That'll save him.
I don't think it will. I better roll well here, or else I'm fucked.
Nah, on average, well, you should live.
I'm fucked.
All right. You sink deeper into the sludge. Take
Yeah,
27 psychic
that's it for
damage.
Krush. Krush is unconscious.
Oh, I must have missed health then. You did go back to full health when we started the dream, if you missed that.
Like the entire, like,
Krush did take some spine attacks.
that's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah.
I must have.
Not
Yeah,
just
I
attacks,
missed an
sequence.
attack then, just because I still have him alive.
Oh my god, he's dead.
No.
Oh.
Okay, so the sludge fades away from you guys, and a terrible scene fills your vision. The angel you saw earlier is surrounded by a throng of fiends, flanked only by 2 bloodied human knights wearing the insignia of high ranking generals in the Hell Riders. For a moment, it seems like they will be able to hold against the devils surrounding them. But then a mighty pit fiend emerges, wearing a devilish grin and waving a cruel blade. In one fell swoop, the pit fiend severs the angel's hand at the wrist, sending her sword flying far away. The vision begins to darken and then fade, just as a legion of devils finally bury the 3 valiant warriors beneath their unending numbers. The vision resolves. A huge dark throne of skulls, blades, and bones stands before you. Seated on the throne is a slim, red-skinned devil more than 13 feet tall, wearing luxurious black and red robes. The angel kneels before the throne, a human paladin kneeling on either side of her. All 3 are beaten and bloodied, looks of utter defeat on their worn faces. To the right stands an enormous pit fiend wielding a sardonic grin. seemingly presenting the captives. The devil on the throne speaks, but you don't hear the words in the dream. A contract appears in a puff of black smoke to float eerily in front of the captives. The pit fiend seems to roar in protest, but a stern look from the figure on the throne silences the fuming devil. Meanwhile, an angry, resolute look comes over the angel's grim features, and after only a brief moment of hesitation, she signs the contract with a bloody finger. As she does, her wings melt away to blackened vestiges, her golden hair withers to bare her pale scalp, and her glowing halo erupts into a ring of infernal fire. One paladin bows his head solemnly before putting his own finger to the contract, immediately sending spasms through his body as it darkens and transforms, turning into something vile and evil. The other paladin roars in grief and anger at the sight of his comrade's betrayal and swiftly snatches a dagger from his belt and slices his own throat. His limp form falls to the ground to lie completely still, blood flowing thickly from the deep gash in his neck. Just before the dream fades to darkness, you see the fallen angel lean over to touch the body, a dark glow spreading from her fingers to cover the still form. The paladin's eyes reopen, though its gaze remains cold and lifeless. You guys awake into Maggie's tent sitting on your cushions. You see that Krush lays unconscious before you, having toppled over.
Oh my god.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
I'm gonna pour a healing potion in Crucia's mouth.
Oh, I was just gonna cure wounds.
That's what I was
All
going
right.
to do as well.
Do that. You probably beat me to it. I think you were closer to him.
Yeah, I was beside him. I just reach over and touch him. Come on. Oh, plus wisdom. I forgot. So, or int. So 9.
All right. So, Krush, your eyes flutter back open.
Once again, the Gerbeck and Krush that keep saving each other.
Yep.
So Maggie, you look around and you see her, and she just has a rapturous expression on her face. Oh my, you did it! Oh, such, such information.
Did
What if
you
we
guys
were?
all see that too?
I think so.
Guys, I really don't like black sludge. It's gross, and it's slimy, and it gets everywhere.
God damn
How'd
it.
it taste?
Tasted like loss.
Is Lulu okay?
Lulu looks to be like unharmed, but very sad. I kind of wondered what happened. It was worse than I thought.
Hmm.
Would we know who the devil was that the angel was talking to? Or signing the contract for?
Um, you can roll a religion check.
God damn it.
You assume that that was Asmodeus.
The Lord of the Underworld.
And Maggie is, yes, yes, she bowed down to our Lord. She signed the contract. Bell seemed none too pleased.
Bill is the paladin that did not sign it, I guess.
No, he's
Bell
the demon
is
that
the
captured him.
the pit fiend that
Okay.
captured the angel. Bell was the former lord of Avernus, before Asmodeus promoted this angel that he had captured.
Oh fuck.
Why does Bell sound so familiar? Did we hear that name previously?
We heard ball, I think.
Maybe I'm getting them mixed up.
I don't know if I would have been taking notes at all at any point during this campaign. Maybe I would know some of those names.
I'm the worst for taking notes.
Maggie, what do you make of all this?
Well, it's definitely filled in some holes in the history we've been presented. I've wondered why we're under new leadership now. Seems
What do
like
you mean by that?
Asmodeus seemed Asmodeus saw an opportunity to overthrow an upstart potential challenger.
What happened to Bill?
Well, that's a very good question.
No one knows. Just disappeared.
Well, I certainly don't know, but it seems that if you want to learn more, you might have to seek him out. If
That
there's
sounds-
anybody who knows where that gleaming sword went, it would be him, as he kind of cut it off of the angel's body.
So he was the previous Lord of Avernus?
That's right.
Bell's Hill?
No, Hell's Bell.
Is it Bell?
Resident
Bell's Bell?
Oh my god.
What do you think about all this, Lulu? What do we need to do next? Cause
The sword is still the key to saving Zariel, I think. If we could get it back to her, she might see that there's some good left. Now, I guess we'd have to track down the some of the people in that vision. Either Bell or the two paladins.
Anyone know who the other two paladins are?
I think I do. Those were the leaders of the Hell Riders. That was Haruman and Elanthius.
Which one tried to get out of not having to sign the deal? The one that, killed himself.
Which one killed himself?
Which one? I have
Which one signed and which one said no?
I have to check my notes. I think it was Haruman who signed, and
Yep.
Elanthius killed himself.
Yep.
Okay.
David Harmon would solo.
Yep.
Well, if finding people is your next step, my cousin, Red Ruth, she's the best damn diviner in this hell. A little bit loopy if you ask me, though.
well, I mean,
It's coming from her.
What's the run of the family?
where is she? Cause we kind of are new here.
You're going to have to travel to the Bone Brambles.
Ah, that perfect sense.
I pull out our map.
Pointed out.
I pull out our map. We're like,
I'm pretty new. Like 3 days ago.
or like 5 days. I don't fucking know anymore. An eternity.
3-ish days worth of hours.
Let me find my map that has the stuff written on it. That's not just in Infernal.
Where's the place I want to go to the least? It's
This
probably
wall.
this fucking thing. I don't
I
want to
don't
go to
go to
those
those floating Leviathan creatures to the south.
Oh yeah, though that and those things.
That and those things.
Yep.
All right. Um,
How about the mountain of sadness?
bone brambles. I'm pinging them
Is
if
that
you guys.
Bell?
Oh, I see a lot of things right now, though.
I
On
think you're pinging
black.
on the GM layer, maybe.
Oh, yep, probably.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a
Rat.
trek.
That
Wow!
is a trek and a half. Jesus.
You got a closer cousin that's maybe not quite as good of a diviner, but still pretty good.
Fair point.
That's a pretty far
It might take
walk.
a really long time to get there.
You see how small my legs are?
We got a long way to go.
Hey Maggie, any chance you
Short
find
time
us
to
one
get
of them
there.
cards here or things of yours?
Well, she's certainly not the only diviner in the Hells. You could reach out to Mephistopheles.
That
Just,
sounds bad. That does sound good, right? Like that doesn't. That
That's
sounds.
good.
I just like look at her with a like blank stare, as if she might as well like sneeze, and I would have got the same amount. And just hold the map
He
out
says
again.
Mephistopheles. You say Gesundheit.
No, I just hold up the map again, and look confused.
And where would she point? Well, you'd have to. He's in a different layer of the Hells altogether, but he speaks through the mirror of Mephistar, which is.
Also over here.
Yeah, that's actually the crystal
I
ball
point
my
out
cousin
that she
uses.
mentioned in
No.
a completely different layer of hell. Like this is
Well,
like
So the
from there we're traveling.
mirror of Mephistar is over here.
Oh my
Oh,
Even
even
further.
better.
Is there any chance we might get one of those drivey thingies that you have?
Well, you have done quite a favor to me by bringing this exquisite creature here, letting me see what has transpired. And then Mikey kind of wanders in, and he's like stomps on his foot that is formerly bad foot, and he dances kind of around on it. And it appears you've helped Mikey.
Yes, my friend Mikey. I give him a thumbs up.
And he gives you one back, now more confident in the gesture. Um, well, I think something could be arranged. Let me see here. Let's call in Chukka and Clonk, see what we can furnish you with.
I gotta disappear for a
Sounds
minute or two
good.
here.
Octavius sprints out of the tent on his weird tentacly legs, never to be seen again.
God. All right. So she's like, yeah. Well, I can go if you'd prefer to stay here and recover from your ordeal.
Sure.
Not a bad idea.
All right. And she and Mikey journey off. Now that you guys are alone here, is there anything you'd like to do?
I would like to converse with the shield.
All right. What would you like to say to the shield?
I say, Hidden Lord, do you hear me?
Yes. I perceive all.
Ah, That's spooky. As do you know anything of Bell?
You feel hatred at the mention. Um, yes, I know of him.
Do you know anything about what happened to him after he was relieved of his position of Lord of Avernus?
Well, Asmodeus is not one to discard a tool. He likely forges infernal weaponry.
Hmm. So I'm guessing we won't be talking to Bill anytime soon.
He could be found. The wizard Mordenkainen would know his location.
The wizard Mordenkainen?
Yes, he frequents this plane. He resides at the. Where does he reside? Flipping through the notes. Do. He resides at the Tower of
Hmm. And where, relative to us, would that be? Oh, that's a close drive-by.
In the middle of the river Styx, yes.
Good thing we got that flying machine. Oh wait.
Good thing we brought our
It's a
speedos down
gliding
here.
machine.
Can my
Oh.
friends hear the shield, or am
No.
I just talking and not talking to myself?
You're talking to nothing, but you don't have to speak out loud. You can
Okay.
think to the shield.
I may have to look into this, I suppose. And this Mordenkainen is welcome to visitors.
His demeanor can change. He would not immediately incinerate you.
That's good enough for me.
I mean, that's the best we can ask for in the hells.
And then I say, thank you once again.
And it just stops responding to you.
This thing's gonna fucking kill me someday. Alright, that's it for me. Oh, I'm gonna
Alright.
tell the group of what the shield said about Mordenkainen and his position. If we want to find Bill, we could look here on our way. If we could find a way there.
And Lulu, she's gonna chime in and she's gonna say, well, Bell isn't the only option. We could try to find Elanthius, or she kind of sniffs, or even Haruman. Maybe we could save him too.
Do we have any idea where they would be, though?
I
Or is that what the diviner's for?
don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna have to find somebody that could help us locate either one of those three.
I don't know about you, but I think a former Lord of Hell might be a little lower on my list of people that I might want to talk to.
Yeah, finding the paladins might be a better path.
True, but I feel like Bell would really want to help us when he learns we're trying to get Zerial out of here.
True. And I don't
That
know
is
how
a
long paladins
possibility.
live.
But he's also a devil commander, so he might just eviscerate us when we're done.
Also a fair point.
Gerbeck's
Oh.
like staring off into the distance as if he's like thinking through a difficult problem.
Geometric shapes and formulae appear in front of his face.
Well, if we do choose to drive to the boneyard, the tower that Mordenkainen lives in or goes to is kind of on the way.
Yeah, it's not that big of a detour.
We can at least ride the edge of the river Styx and see if there's a way across, maybe.
While the rest of the group is trying to figure out the logistics, I'll move a bit away from them, grab my father's book, and just whisper quietly, "Any advice?"
And you hear the similar female voice in your mind that says, "The paladin is right. Bel has motivation to help us. He was deposed by this ruler, and redeeming her or getting rid of her would certainly be great leverage to use in negotiating with her."
I see. Thank you. I'll make then kind of rejoin the group and be like, yeah, I kind of agree going to try and communicate with Bell.
All right.
Whatever you want to do.
In that time, Maggie has come back with Chukka and Clonk, and you guys also see Mikey and Barnabas and Pins and Needles are all kind of with her. Um, well, most of them say that you've been quite helpful when you've been here. I can offer you some help going forward. We do have a spare Devil's Ride or two, as well as a Tormentor.
I don't know what any of these things are.
But they
Oh,
sound mad as fuck.
we come outside.
Gerbeck's eyes grow really big.
We go outside.
Yep.
All right, so you guys step outside of Maggie's hovel, and before you are two of the two-wheeled vehicles you'd seen earlier, and one of the smaller four-wheeled vehicles.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Gerbeck
There you
looks
go.
like
Require
he
a lot of
didn't
soul
almost
coins,
just die.
Sorry, what were they called again?
So you guys have two Devil's Rides and one Tormentor. Let's see. Can I copy this? Let's see.
Are the bikes two-seaters?
The bikes, unfortunately, are one-seaters.
Dibs. Dibs.
Yeah, give them to the Paladin Bros.
Hey, we got land vehicle proficiency.
Yep. That's exactly why I was thinking that.
All right, let's see. Okay, so in your character sheets, you should see one Tormentor.
I do see a character sheet called Tormentor, but it's empty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let me just work on fixing that up. In fact, while we do this, you guys can take a break since it's just going to be a little bit of busy work on my part.
All right.
Got
See
some
you in
fucking
about-
whip, boys.
about 5 minutes, chat.
All right, and we're back. So you guys have been presented with the two Devil's Rides and the Tormentor vehicle. Don't have great artwork to show you, but I will for next time. And Maggie also presents you with a large purse. She just holds it out in front of her.
I reach out and take it.
You'll also need those if you plan to drive these anywhere.
And I peek into the bag.
Yeah, how many soul coins these things take to run? I seen Clonk put one in earlier, but that's it.
All right. So you look in the bag and you see 3 soul coins. And Maggie says, as soon as she finds her notes on how long these actually allow a thing to run for.
I guess to roll a history check.
Where is that? I believe it's 1 soul coin per 24 hours of driving these.
I also have a question about these soul coins here. How do they make those things?
Well, you see, they are forged in the mints of, I believe it's Mineros, which is another layer of hell.
And so they just like take bad people and turn them into coins? Is that how that
When
works?
Krush says they take bad people, I like nod my head yes to Maggie.
um, do you want Krush not to see you do that nod?
I don't care if he does or doesn't see it.
Oh, all right. And sorry, they're forged in Dis, D-I-S.
Right.
In this what?
In Dis Hell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fucking god.
So yeah, the soul coin will allow the vehicle to run for 24 hours.
So does it have to run? Is it like, can you leave it? Is it left idling the whole time, or is it?
Oh, sorry. Soul coins have 3 charges, and 1 charge is 24 hours.
Okay.
And yeah, you can turn a vehicle off.
All right. Pull up the map that Gerbeck's got, I guess, and just ask about how far it would be from Fort Knucklebone to the Barrens over here, the plains or whatever they were.
Oh, distance means nothing here. You'll find sometimes that trip is a day and sometimes 10.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Well, assuming nothing goes wrong, how far's the trip?
X equals between 1 and 10 days.
I think she means that the distance itself actually changes.
Gerbeck looks confused, but does not argue further.
I pull out a soul coin and I flick it to my bro.
All right. Well, when you touch it, you feel an overwhelming sense of despair from inside the coin.
I catch it decently.
Was raised in despair, but this is really bad still. So I feel kind of sad still.
So I guess
Yeah.
I just want to
And
check
then I'll
one
pouch
more minute here. Cool.
Doc Ock.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I said after I put the coin to my bro, I throw the pouch to Doc Ock.
Mm.
Right on.
All right. So, you did you keep one for
Oh,
yourself?
yeah, I guess I would have kept one for myself. And I put it in my pouch.
All right.
So I have the actual the bag of coins, I
Yeah.
guess.
The
Yeah, but
bag
there's
of
only
one
one left
coin.
in it.
Yeah.
Might as well put whoever has the other one in it.
That I don't remember.
It's in the bag of safety.
Yeah, the
Mm.
bag of holding.
Yeah.
All right, well, I don't know about you guys, but that dream kind of fucked me up.
I was not a fan of the dream walking either.
I didn't find it that
You know
bad.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better now. I took my shoulder.
In fact, I feel better.
Is there a place to sleep around here, Maggie?
Uh, well, you've been such a help. I guess I could make up some accommodations for you.
Would be most
I know.
hospitable.
I would be very appreciative.
Of course. And she beckons two nearby red caps, and she says, "Find these people somewhere to rest in the fort."
Yes, I need to go lay down on a bed that has shit in it or something.
Before we leave, I'm gonna just ask Maggie really quickly. Well, you also seem to know about a lot of stuff. Have you ever heard any stories of people just suddenly being able to uh strike things with lightning, or get these weird stuff that you didn't have before? You don't know where it came from.
Um, Not specifically, but spontaneous magical abilities could indicate sorcerer's origins, or you could be uh, having the favor of one of the storm gods.
Oh, well, that's more than I had to work with before. I'll think about that. Thanks. See you tomorrow, I guess.
All right. Have
Uh,
a kind sleep.
before we
Don't
leave.
let the Avernian bedbugs bite.
Wait, do they have those?
Oh,
Wait, they have.
yes.
I don't even want to know.
Shit.
Hey, Maggie, just because this trip has the potential to take longer than we got fuel for, what happens if we run out of fuel out here? Is there a soul coin pit stop or anything around here? How does one get more of these?
Uh, well, you would have to offer your services to somebody who has them. They are kind of a fiat currency.
They can be exchanged for goods and/or services. Interesting.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they can be exchanged for fiats. Those would definitely ride through Avernus.
No, that wasn't where I was going with that.
We would all die in that case. All right.
I mean, you can always sell your soul for a few.
I think I'll
Uh,
pass on that one.
Kerbeck, what did we say about that?
That
No
that was one of
deals.
the rules.
That's the one.
Yeah, no, dude.
My soul is unfortunately signed away already.
Well, that's too bad then. But I think you'll find you'll bend on that no deals when you're stranded with no fuel in the middle of the desert.
There's always people to make deals with, I guess, even in the middle of the desert.
The devils will sniff out a lost soul across the entire plains.
Hmm.
I don't like that.
That sounds bad, okay?
there any notable people with soul coins that we could do some favors with on our way?
You got extra appendages. So you
Well,
can.
Zario's sure to have a few, but you probably don't want to meet her yet. Um, the people that you're seeking might have some. Otherwise, I guess the warlords would have some.
Oh yeah, I'll add those people to the list of people I want to meet.
Yes, you probably don't want to meet the warlords. In fact, now that you have some vehicles, I should warn you about them.
I
You
cross
see,
their
they
names
don't
off
like
the list.
anybody encroaching on their territory.
Ah, so
Okay.
this territory you mentioned.
I hold up the map.
Uh, is there any particularly bad spots we should watch out for on the way?
In fact, there are. Let's see. Warlords of Avernus, where are you?
Is that big shiny tower in the middle just like an obelisk from the obelisk of Nod from Command and Conquer?
It is now.
Yeah, basically.
Those things are
Strike
overpowered.
detected.
All right. And she points at Fort Knucklebone and she says, well, you see here, this is neutral ground. The warlords don't dare attack me because I am the cheapest scrap dealer this side of the sticks. And they know who fixes up their machines. And then she's like, but you go here, and she basically draws a bigger circle around Fort Knucklebone. Then you'll be attacked by Ragadraga. So basically, as soon as you leave Fort Knucklebone, you're in his territory.
So like, we're looking at like this as bad.
Basically, yep.
Ah, so, all right. Well, I'm glad we didn't encounter him in our flight.
Also fair.
And then, let's see. You're going to want to watch out for the Princeps Kovic. He doesn't take too kindly to new challengers. And
Well, what if you just tell them that you're not challengers and you're just like, all right, we're just passing through?
They probably don't care.
so his territory would be centered on the Sundered Change, which somewhat overlaps with the Ragadragas. And she points out these massive chains right here.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
the ones we have to drive right past.
Yes, those ones. And then, where are the rest of them? Sorry, gotta flip through multiple pages here to get my map and the right warlord description. Now, Fëanor, she's kind of apathetic, that one. She just kind of wanders, doesn't really care about holding territory. So just good luck staying out of her path. Now, last I heard of Bitter Breath, he stayed to the blasted wastes of the south, west. See these blackened husks over here? That's his territory.
The tentacle monsters?
Well, I mean, the map has taken some artistic license in the corners, but there's no tentacle monsters that I know of.
But you can't confirm that there aren't any.
So like,
I cannot
that
confirm nor
final
deny.
circle.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, looks like we're gonna be driving basically blind, anyways.
Yep.
So,
Yes, Ragadraga is a wereboar that has other were creatures in his employ.
So beware of him.
So you're saying it's not just.
I'm a hag that relishes in suffering, and even I hated that one.
True.
So I hold up the map to her and say,
well, I guess thanks for all the help. So the warlords of hell are kind of here.
I'm gonna show her like the highlighted spots, and I say,
Well, what about the rest? Is it just whoever's there is there?
Yes, it's contested territory.
Ah,
Unclaimed in some cases, and claimed in others, but
I'm gonna ask her if she knows about the that dude the shield told us about. I forget his name.
Mistopheles?
no,
No.
Warden Kanan.
Warden Kanan, yeah.
Warden
Oh.
Kanan. The guy who wrote 2 books.
Bald fellow.
Perhaps.
Oh, yeah, he's asked me a question or two. Likes to study things, writes it down.
All right. Seems like a stand-up gentleman.
Well, I will let you go about your rests.
That would be much appreciated. Thanks for all the help.
You're very welcome. Now, if you ever do wreck up my machines, if you come here, um, we can fix them up for the right price.
Good to know. I'm guessing the price is soul coins.
What? Of course.
We'll drive carefully then.
Yep. Defensive driving, everyone.
As I stunt as soon as we.
All right, we
Let's
head
go have
to
a nap.
outside with the red caps, I guess, to take us to our place.
All right. They kind of lead you into one of the indentations made by the fingers and show you to another junk hovel that has some junk beds that are just slabs of infernal iron.
Oh
Place
yeah.
called the Red Nightcap.
No.
Alright, fuck you. I'm gonna kick this
Oh.
card.
Jesus.
I'm gonna pull up my blankie and I'm gonna go to bed.
Just as comfortable as the beds at the barracks, eh, Sir Zach?
Yup.
I fall asleep instantly.
I probably would too.
Cruise just curls up in their shell.
All right. With that, I guess we'll call it a night. You guys can long rest here.
Nice.
Remind you guys all to mark down a ration. Take down a ration for today.
I hand Kilvius and Surzex a ration from their stash.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, we can vote for this session's inspiration.
Oh no.
So chat, also feel free to chime in. Whoever you think deserves it, whoever advanced the story, had a cool RP moment, whoever told the worst pun.
Octavius's don't count though, because these are just too far gone.
Yep.
I give mine to Krush for dying in the dream.
Yeah. For the struggles in the sludge, I give mine to
That's
Krush.
your unfortunate moments. You get my vote.
I think mine would go. Who said the werebore pun? I missed out. I missed
That
the
was-
voice.
yep,
That was
Wait.
Logan.
Octavius.
Yeah, I've got it. I'll send that one out to him.
Yep, I'll give it to Octavius for his willingness to talk to the madcap.
That's a fair point.
Okay, I got a couple Crucius, couple Octaviuses. Is everybody
Yeah, I'm
pitched in yet?
thinking. I'll give mine to Krush for also the sludge.
All right, we'll give chat a few seconds.
Actually, I'm voting for Kilvius for the rat swarm, but
All right, the rat storm.
Mine's sticking to Octavius for the shitty puns.
Sorry, Logan. I might switch to the rat storm. I forgot about that.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'll switch to Kilvius. No offense, Logan.
I already have inspiration.
Doesn't matter.
I think Krush is surpassing you in votes anyway. So,
I think so,
going
too.
once, going twice. We're going to award Krush with inspiration for next session.
Thanks, I guess. You
For
drowned.
being the
Good
only
job.
one to succumb to the dream's psychic damage.
I would have died too if Colton rolled higher.
But you didn't.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in, and join us again on Sunday as we run through Brett's campaign, the old school, very trap-laden dungeon, and then we will be back with your regular scheduled programming next Monday.
No.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. If we just